City releases in the Upland Metaverse are considered one of the most exciting parts of being a part of Upland. In addition to being able to mint and own virtual land, which is mapped to the real world in these new cities, players can also score big by minting some of these exclusive rare and even ultra rare collection properties that give you additional boosted earnings on the properties that you own. Whether it's your favorite restaurant, a popular bar, a high-end hotel, or any number of exciting and noteworthy parts of a city, you can own that in Upland. In addition to these properties themselves, as part of these new releases, Upland has some special sales going on and things that you can buy and collect. In this video, I'm going to go over some of these special sales and what you will need to do in order to get your hands on some of these exclusive items.
I'm YK2012, founder of the Upland Guide. I'm here to unlock the secrets of the Upland Metaverse. On this channel, you can find everything you need to build your Upland empire. Expert tutorials, winning strategies, pro tips and tricks, and a lot more. Hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to stay ahead of the game. Remember, knowledge is power, and in the Upland Metaverse, that knowledge is truly your most valuable asset.
If this is one of your first new city releases in Upland, I highly recommend learning more with the Upland Guide. There's a lot of competition on some of these high-value properties, and these city releases are a lot more than just being in the right place at the right time. There is some luck involved, but there is quite a lot of skill. So check out the link in the description below and in the upper right-hand corner to learn more about these new city releases. Ahead of the city release, Upland will have a Block Explorer sale with items themed towards that new city release. Here, for example, you can see ahead of the Tokyo City release, there's a Japan-themed Block Explorer sale here, where with buying UPEX, you will also receive one of these Block Explorers. So if you spend $30 to buy 30,000 UPEX, which will help you ahead of the city release, you will also get one of these complimentary Japan-themed Block Explorers. Now, these Block Explorers are pretty cool on their own, but they also have additional utility in them. Now, these Block Explorers are ones that you can keep on your own because you think they might look really cool, but they have additional utility where if you decide to, you are able to combine that with a number of other different Block Explorers and burn them in order to get a more exclusive Block Explorer. The process of burning your Block Explorer or any asset within Upland essentially means deleting it from the blockchain. In this case, in return for burning that Block Explorer, in addition to a couple of other that I'm going to talk about in a moment, Upland will give you an exclusive Block Explorer, which is also themed of the city that is going to be released. Now, I can't stress how important it is that if you are going to be participating in these Block Explorer sales or the burning event, that you must read the announcement, because there's a lot of important information there regarding sale times, combinations that you have to use of the different Block Explorers in order to burn them, and most importantly is that when you burn a Block Explorer or any other asset, it's irreversible. So if you made a mistake because you didn't understand exactly when or which combination of Block Explorers to burn, you're going to end up missing out and losing that forever. Any player is able to participate in this Block Explorer sale, which is what Upland often calls the Sweetener sale. There is an additional Block Explorer sale, which is exclusively for Block Explorer shop owners. In this sale, Block Explorer shop owners are able to purchase a bundle of a number of different Block Explorers. And these Block Explorers will have to be used with the Sweetener Block Explorers in order to collectively burn those in order to get the more exclusive Block Explorer. Again, here you can see some examples from this Tokyo Block Explorer bundles. But again, make sure that you read thoroughly the Upland announcement to understand when and which ones to burn. I operate a number of Block Explorer shops across the metaverse, so if you're looking to buy or sell any of these Block Explorers or other Block Explorers, make sure to check out some of my shops. You can check them out in the link in the description below or the upper right-hand corner, where you can also learn about what you need to do in order to properly burn these Block Explorers. The second item are special passes for the city release. If you're someone who can't partake in the city release due to the schedule of the actual release, but you still want a chance of getting a good property, buying a pass might be something that's worthwhile doing. These passes provide you with a guaranteed property that you are able to mint in this city release. There is even a chance that that property will be a collection property. Now, what's unique about these passes is that when it's time for the pass holders to mint their properties, Upland will send you an email with your specific property that is reserved for you to go and mint. That means that you're going to have the amount of UPEX that is required to mint that property in your account in order to mint it. Owning the pass does not mean that you get that property for free. It reserves you the right to mint that property at its original mint price. Now, it's also important to remember that if the property that you were able to mint is a collection property, the mint price of that property will be the price that it was during the city release and not after the implementation of the collection multipliers to the base price of that property. Now, if for whatever reason you opt not to mint that property, maybe it costs too much, maybe it's not something you're interested in purchasing, after the reservation timeline where you are only able to mint it, it becomes open and anyone will be able to mint that property. Once you mint your property or it becomes open for anyone else to mint it, your pass no longer has any utility. It just becomes a nice souvenir. Now, with these passes, it's also super important that you read all the details on the Upland release because there is a specific time where a screenshot is taken, and any player who has these passes in their account will be the ones who have the property reserved for them. So if you're looking to buy or sell these passes in Variety Legit shops, just be aware of this actual timing and the importance of knowing when this screenshot will be taken. Lastly, Upland is always coming up with new ideas and things to integrate into new city releases. Things like badges for players who are able to mint the smallest properties, the most number of properties, and the largest properties, and opportunities to win special properties like terminals or the exclusive structure builds. For a limited time, players are able to build special structures that are representative of that city. There are lots of things that Upland is trying. It's super important to read Upland's specific announcements for the new city releases, and of course make sure that you've subscribed to the Upland Guide channel in order to learn more and be up to date about everything that happens in Upland, not just around new city releases.